So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 10 of our Watford career mode on the PS4 FIFA 15, and we're going to be doing the transfer action during this episode, and we're hoping we can try and bring in a few more players. The problem is we don't have any money whatsoever, so due to that fact, we have to try and sell someone, or it's going to have to be one of them where you have to swap players in and out, you know what I mean? So we're going to have a look straight at the few players we've scouted, and hopefully we can try and pick up a good player. So as you can see here, we've got a transfer offer for Tommy Haben. It's only to actually loan him out. It's a short-term loan. We are loaning him out because he said he wanted to go out and he was unhappy, and I don't want to lose this player because I think he could help us in the up-and-coming seasons, but also I don't think he's that good a player. But we're also going to go for Luke Garbutt here. They want 1.8 million, which obviously we're not going to give them. We can't even give them anything. We're going to have to give them like 80,000, which is all we've got. 70,000 plus a random player which we've got, which we're not really going to look at using. Maybe we can try and offload Poodle, but I'm not. He's all right player. He's not that bad. But maybe Anya. We'll try and get rid of Anya. So 70,000 plus Anya. I really do not think they will accept that. But we'll also have to have a look at trying maybe to sign a player on a pre-contract deal. We'll have to have a look, see if there's any decent players that we can try and pick up, and hopefully they can truly help us try and do well next season. But we jump straight into this game up against Leicester, and we are going to have our pretty much strongest possible squad out against Leicester, as we want to actually progress in the FA Cup. So as you can see there, we've got Gomez, Paredes, Angela, Prodal, Layun, Carroll, Murray. Then up top, we've got Dini, Vidra, Mastor and Odegaard. So Mastor is doing really well at the moment. He scored in the previous episode. He's actually gone up 2 ratings, unlike Odegaard. And I am starting to enjoy him because I know I did have like a little rant about him and Odegaard. Odegaard, he still hasn't yet to convince me, but I'm definitely convinced. So we've got a good chance early on in the game as Paredes whips the ball in the box, but it does get cleared. But really we're showing that we can score lots of goals. And as you saw in the previous episode, we scored quite a few goals, and also we won every single game, including a game against Arsenal. A good chance with Layun is going to whip the ball across, and he does do very well, but a good clearance there just in front of Kasper Schmeichel. They head the ball away, and they are going to get the ball clear, and they're going to clear their lines. But we're just really threatening down this left hand side, especially with the pace of Layun and also the real strength of Vidra, who has really turned out to be a top class striker at the club. A really good shot there from or a really good cross. Cambiasso got his head on it, which I didn't think he was going to because he's very small, but fantastic save from Gomez, as once again he is really saving us so many points and so many upsets this season, and I'm really glad that he's performing well. They get a good header, but thankfully it just goes wide of the post. But we are going to have to look at trying to swap Gomez soon because obviously he is getting old and his stats will start to decrease. So I'm thinking of the likes of Jack Butland, maybe even Kasper Schmeichel from Leicester. Also, if you guys have any ideas of any goalkeepers you'd like me to bring in next season, let me know in the comments down below, as I'd really appreciate it. But I'm very sure that he will be able to continue until probably even next season, but I just don't want to risk it because I don't want a goalkeeper decreasing in stats. He's not like a 90 rated, and it doesn't matter if he starts decreasing. He's only 76 rated, so obviously his stats will start to decrease, and once they start to decrease we will probably notice them. So obviously we want to try and get rid of him as soon as his stats start to decrease. Good chance for Mastori. He's going to cut inside. He's going to cut inside once again, but I think it's too much for him. But we actually do get a foul. I thought we were very fortunate to get a foul there. We are going to try and whip it over the box with, obviously, it's going to be Layun, because Layun's the only decent free kick taker. Mastor can take free kicks, as you guys do know. He scored his first goal. What a beauty it was. But Layun has got a lot of power, and we're going to try and curl this right around the wall and into the top hand corner. He cuts it, goes around the wall, and it goes in. Layun has put us 1-0 up in the 59th minute, and he could have put us through to the next round of the FA Cup, and I'm really hoping we can try and hold back now, because a fantastic goal for Layun as he whips it around the wall. I knew he had the power and I knew he had the ability. It was just down to me, and he's picked up his first goal now as Miguel Layun, our left back, scores a wonder freak. Lovely ball, and Layun is so quick. He's obviously going to get there. He's going to try and pick up his second goal of the game. He hits it, but it's a good save by Schwarzer. We could have played it across the line and had the sweaty goal, but we could really get paid for it now. But Prodal, thankfully, regains possession of the ball. But we had a good chance there, and I just wanted to try and take it with him, but we nearly got it. Okay, we got another free kick. This time I'm going to try and let Mastor take it, because I think Mastor has played really well in this game, and I'm going to try and get him to whip it over the box. I think Mastor has also got a really good free kick on him, but his obviously stats don't seem to be. But I'm going to take it from here, and it's going to whip straight over and into the top corner. It goes over, but it hits straight at Sport, so a little bit unfortunate. But it looks like we are going to go through and progress into the next round of the FA Cup, which is always great to see. Good chance for Leicester here in the 90th minute. We really cannot concede. They play the ball back. Cambiaso on the ball to Ulloa. Ulloa back to Cambiaso. Cambiaso to De Ligt. He whips it in, and they've gone past, but they shoot. And thankfully, it just goes over the bar. And that is how the game finishes. So we end up progressing into the next round with a fantastic performance. And I'm so proud of these Watford boys at how well they're performing. As you see there, lovely performance from Layun and Gomez. And the top three as well played pretty decent, even though it doesn't seem to show. But we played really well. We also had 37% possession, just proves that we didn't have much possession, but still, even when we're not playing well, we still get the goals and the performances. So we do get an email, and Munir, they say that he's only recently joined Barcelona, so we can't get Munir either. But we're also going to go in and maybe inquire about Poulsen, because I think he could be a really good player. Or maybe try and offer Poulsen plus, or try and buy him, basically offering someone else. Obviously, but they're saying that he's one a key player and he's around about 2.8 million. So obviously, we're not going to convince them to let him go. But maybe we'll try and offload someone that we're not really looking at using that much now. And someone that I would like to get rid of would be Abdi, because I don't really like him. He hasn't played much game time, and since he's had his injury, I've now brought in Sean Murray, and he's done really well playing in that position, and I think he deserves to play at the back because he plays really well. Maybe if not, we have to go in for James Ward-Prowse as well. He could go into the back as he can try and strengthen up our squad as well. Also see there as well, Mati Vidra does accept his contract. We had to offer him a new contract, but it was exactly the same amount, so I didn't think it was worth showing you guys. But Luke Gerber, they say no, it's not acceptable. And this guy, they say that, yeah, they're interested, but they still want 2.8 million. And now we have a few more things to have a look at, and I'll come back very soon. The money that these clubs are wanting for their players is just ridiculous. Serge Gnabry, 3 million. Jay Rodriguez, 8 million. Ceballos, okay, you can get him for around about 1 million, but Andros Townsend, 6 million. They're just crazy money, and we at Watford obviously are no way going to be able to afford to buy these players. Obviously, I'm now going to go ahead and ask for some more funds. Whether they give it to me or not, that's another matter. But what I'm going to say is I'm going to finish mid-table, which is probably going to be realistic for me. And I want around about 2 million, and I'm going to reach the quarter-final of the Cup, which I presumably is the FA Cup. I'm not sure which one it is, because I'm already been knocked out of one, so I'm not sure whether it's the FA Cup or the Carling Cup. We'll soon wait and see. So the first scout report has arrived from Germany, which is a player. I think I sent out a scout just to have a look at random players, and there's not much I can really see here that anything decent. This is a player that we're definitely going to want to try and bring in next season, but obviously we can't bring him in at the moment because he's only on loan at Augsburg and he's not actually returned to Bayern yet. So we've now got a transfer offer for Savic as well, so we're going to let him go out on loan as well, because he's another player that said, look, you either send me out on loan or you sell me. So I said, alright, I'll send you out on loan. So he's going out on loan, and we've now got, Jesus Christ, 25.5 million. This is a ridiculous amount of money. James Ward-Prowse, 18 million. Fabian Delph, 12.5. Balassi, 8. Manuel Mayuka's only 1.8. So maybe we could try and maybe get this little guy in. Well, he's not little, but maybe try and get this guy in. I haven't got no money whatsoever, so I'm just going to have to try and get rid of Abdi. I don't really want Abdi at all, so I have to try and get rid of Abdi. We're also going to go in for Mankia before we have a look. And they actually are going to give us 1.5 million, so thank you, Watford. You've thankfully given me some money to play with. Now, hopefully, with this money, we can try and do something and bring in a decent player. But before that, we're going to jump straight into this game, which is going to be a second and last game of this episode, which is going to be up against Manchester United at home, as it's going to be a very difficult game, but I'm really hoping we can come out and try and at least get a point from this game. So that's the squad we're going to be rocking with. This time Paredes is not going to be playing because Motta has now come back from injury, and obviously Motta's quite a bit more rated, but he has actually dropped one. He was a 72 before, but he looks pretty decent. So Dini, Mastor, Vidra, Odegaard, Murray, Carroll, etc. are going to be playing in this game, and we're really hoping we can come out on top. A good chance for United here. Di Maria plays the ball across, and we managed to win the header above Fellaini, and somehow we get the block in. So really close there. Manchester United's plaguing the deadlock, but somehow the ball didn't enter the back of the net. I don't know how, but I was just like doing everything I possibly could, and thankfully Gomez regains possession of the ball, but a risky throw out, but thankfully Odegaard finds Mastor to Dini, and we can now break away But Deeney hasn't got the pace to get away though, that's the problem. Good chance for United. They play the ball to Young. Young to Di Maria. Di Maria strikes it. Motta makes a brilliant block. So he's only just come back from injury, but he's come straight back into the firing line with a fantastic block. But Di Maria is going to whip the ball in the box, and we've got to try and be careful with Fellaini because they do try and find him, but they find Smalling, but Prodal gets a good, powerful header on it. Come back to Shaw. Shaw to Raphael. Raphael to Blind, and Mastor tries to just depossess them, but they get lucky. It comes out to Daley Blind. Daley Blind to Young. Young to Fellaini. Fellaini cuts inside. Fellaini's going to shoot, and Fellaini finds the back of the net. So we do come very unfortunate there. But Manchester United has proven to be too difficult to defend against, and unfortunately we can't do anything to try and prevent the ball from entering the back of the net, and Fellaini breaks the deadlock in the 25th minute, giving Manchester United the lead with some fantastic team play by them, but we're a little bit too rash, jumping in, diving in, and we should have tried to stay on our feet. A good chance for United, Ashley Young, and what a fantastic goal. So within 5 minutes, Manchester United have got themselves 2-0 up, and we just couldn't do anything once again to defend that. Ashley Young curling it right into the top hand corner, hitting the crossbar in the process, and it looks like we're definitely going to get a beating here at Vicarage Road up against the Red Devils, as what a fantastic strike that was, as I put it right into the corner of the net, and unfortunately we found ourselves 2-0 down. Odegaard through to Vidra. Vidra hits it, but a good save from Lindegaard. It comes back out, comes out to Odegaard, and Odegaard, dearie me, what was that? That's supposed to be a shot, man. And he puts it nearly out for a throw-in. Awful from Odegaard, but we do come very close to getting ourselves back in the game there with a good through ball from Odegaard, actually in actual fact. He played the ball through to Vidra. Vidra hit it. It was a good save, and then a good double block as well from Mastor's shot as well. A good run here from Vidra. Vidra's going to go past a lot of people. He's going to shoot from the tight range, but Lindegaard once again making a good save, and we cannot seem to beat the goalkeeper in net here, as the goalkeeper that's recently replaced David De Gea is actually doing really well for them, as he's really keeping us at bay with some few fantastic saves to actually deny us. Another good chance for United as Di Maria picks up the ball, the play ball back to Daley Blind. Daley Blind finds Antoine Valencia, and we dare touch him, but Motta does really well diving in. We get the ball to Deeney, and now we're on the counter. It's 3 against 2 here. The ball comes to Mastor. Mastor back to Deeney, but Smalling makes a really good interception, and that's the only problem with Mastor. His strength is really not strong enough, and now Daley Blind has been played through. Aurelio Gomez to the rescue. Yes, fantastic save, as he keeps us in hand's width or arm's length of the Manchester United team. Lovely play from Carroll. Carroll hits it, but once again Lindegaard making another good save, and we cannot beat this Manchester United goalkeeper today. Good chance for Man United. De Gea, Aurelio Gomez making a good save. It comes to Koeman, and Koeman's just going to run at the Man United defence. He should be able to get through, which he does. He skips past one, skips past Luke Shaw. He's going to cut inside, but Luke Shaw making a fantastic interception, and that should be the game. So having a look at the player ratings here, not good not good at all. Odegaard picking up a 5.8, unsurprisingly, because Odegaard, I think I'm going to put up for sale right now because he's really not doing anything. We're either going to have to try and bring in another real good youngster, or get the money and put the money towards someone else, or we keep Odegaard and hope and pray that something good happens. Now going for Jordan Ibe as well, because we've now got the money, so we're going to go in and offer around about 750,000 for Jordan Ibe. Obviously no player, but hopefully that will try and convince the young Liverpool player to come to us. Javier Manquillo also doesn't want to come to us. They're not accepting the Pudil deal, but we'll try and offer Paredes plus around about 500,000, which is $500,000, which is a pretty decent deal in their eyes, because it's a player 1 rating less, but he looks good. And for some reason, Yaya Sanogo could be leaving, but we're going to try and bring him straight in because we don't want to let Yaya Sanogo go. So unfortunately, we can't get Yaya Sanogo because they've accepted a bid from another team, which is bad news for us, as we really wanted to try and bring him in. Jordan Ibe can't accept because it's too low for him. But then what else can we really offer? We haven't really got any players to offload. We haven't really got the funds to buy players outright, so there's nothing really much I can do to try and bring these players in. There's nothing I can offer. Abdi, which I probably will accept now, 750,000 plus Abdi is a pretty good deal for Liverpool, but still I can't really do anything to try and lure them in, but hopefully we can try and get a few more funds in next season. Monthly scouting updates, we're going to have a look at that. We have a pretty bad player there, pretty bad, pretty bad, pretty bad, and this guy may be okay. So we've not much good news for us there. We also get a transfer offer. We get a transfer offer for Ben Watson for 725,000. So we will up that to 1.625 thousand because he is a decent player and I do use him quite a bit. So if they do want him, if they match that, I will happily let him go. Southampton, obviously we're not going to get James Ward-Prowse. They've accepted 1.2 million plus Paredes for DeAndre Yedlin. So maybe we can bring in this youngster from Tottenham, as he'll probably be a crucial first team player if he does come in. But that's good news for us. But I'm not sure whether I'd like to bring him in just this moment. Jack Butland we can't get either. Javier Manquillo maybe not. Match scheduled. Tournament prize money and Christian Ceballos. So we're not having the best of transfer deals at the moment, but we've also got an update from England, so I have to have a look at that, and a monthly scouting update, so hopefully one of them will accept, or one will look pretty decent. So this guy could look good, he's a pretty good goalkeeper, and this guy may be something good as well, so maybe we can get some good news in the end. Paulson, they want 2.8 million, which we just haven't got. We will offer 1.6 million, which is pretty much the maximum we can possibly go, because I'd love to bring in Paulson, because he's a very quick player as well. As you can see here is also Jordan Ibe. We won't be able to bring him in because it doesn't look like they will accept the bid for him, which may be 1.35 million. If they accept that, we'll have to think about it. But then we could also bring in DeAndre Yedlin, we can bring him in right this moment in time. Also, Ceballos, Tottenham have also accepted the bid for Ceballos, so maybe we could bring Ceballos in as well because he looks pretty decent and I do think he has got quite a good potential. Blackburn say they don't believe he's worth that much, and an update from England which probably isn't going to be anything decent whatsoever. So I think we could do pretty well in bringing in DeAndre Yedlin because I think that could be a really good signing for us there. Paulson, they say that no, they want 2.8 million, which I just have not got the money to offer 2.8 million unless I start altering my wage budget, which I think Paulson is around at 9,000. So if I go down to 9,000, I will be able to fork out 2.6 million, which I'm going to try and do, which I haven't got that much money in all actual fact. But I haven't got 2.8, but I can offer 2.6. I offer 2.4, which is maximum I can possibly go. 2.4 plus Abdi, I'm really hoping they will accept that. Jordan Ibe, they want 4 million for. That's just ridiculous amount of money, which obviously they're not going to get Jordan. We're not going to pay 4 million for a 70 rated 19-year-old. It's just ridiculous. Christian Ceballos has also accepted his bid, so we can also bring him in as well. So they're the few players that we could bring in. We could bring in DeAndre Yedlin and Ceballos straight away right this moment in time, and we could pretty much strengthen up our squad quite a bit. Or we have the transfer offer accepted eventually, 2.4 million plus Abdi, and I think this is going to be what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to bring in this guy because I think this guy could be an absolute monster. Yusuf Paulson, the 69 rated 20-year-old, he's mega quick. Also, Jordan Ibe has accepted, or Liverpool has accepted for him. So we're in a real dilemma now. Do we sign Jordan Ibe? Do we sign DeAndre Yedlin and Christian Ceballos? Or do we sign Paulson? That's the big deal. Or do we try and find someone on a pre-season contract deal? We'll have to wait and see. We're going to jump into this next game. But before that, we're going to end the episode. And if you want to see what happens, make sure to come back in the next episode, which will be up very soon. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it's very much appreciated. And I really do hope to see you next time very, very soon for the next episode of the Watford Career Mode. Thank you.